How can I help you today, young man?
That was a nice bit of sleight of hand. You managed to steal a tent. A friggin' tent! Don't these people pay any attention? You enter this beautiful clearing and you see some very odd trees at the end of the corridor blocking your path. You swear they could have faces. You begin to think that maybe Armand slipped you something in that notorious Jundarian weed he sells. What the hell?
Hey, let's not beat around the bush here, kid.
Oh my god! I can't believe you just said beat around the bush.
Look, I wasn't trying to be funny or ironic. I was just talking to this kid. Hey, you kid, you deaf or something?
Can't hear a thing. He used to play in a band.
Ha ha, kid, very funny.
Why are you calling me kid?
'Cause compared to me, you are a kid.
He's over 211 years old.
Not to brag, but yeah, I made it over 2 centuries. And with the mouth on me, I'm surprised. So, what the hell are you doing in our garden?
That stream is just our piss. We don't exactly have toilets around here, you know.
Don't be mean to the kid. Look, kid, you seem alright, but we're very protective of our garden, and we don't like people abusing it.
Yeah, or walking through it.
Oi there, wood traveler. No passage for you.
Yeah, no passage for you, like he said.
Well, some people call this the 99-acre woods. Others just call it the North Woods. The Killingtons used to call it their private forest. We call it home. Well, we can't all talk. Lodimir and I can. Everyone else is just too wooden. Wooden! Get it, kid? This is our clearing, If you want to get by, you gotta strike up a deal with us. Well, I was hoping you'd ask. Me and Rodomir, we're conservationists. We want to preserve the beauty of the woods.
Yeah?
But those ass clowns in the South Woods run that place like it's a lumber yard. There's a special kind of pine that only grows down there. We need you to bring us a pine cone from one of the trees down there so we can reseed it up here and ensure it doesn't disappear.
Sounds like a plan.
Come back anytime, kid. Fine, go away then.
Yeah, we'll talk to ourselves.
That whore was quick. At least she got those hunters out the way. Ah, it looks like the hunters in the forest have built themselves a good old-fashioned deer stand. A hunter will wait in one until prey comes along. It can get boring. True story, I had a cousin, Matt, who once got so bored in one, he got frisky with himself and missed all the deer that came his way.
Holy crap, that's the biggest pine cone I've ever seen.
You pick up the pine cone, thinking to yourself that it's the biggest damn pine cone you've ever seen. The 99-acre woods consist of mostly tall trees, the tops of which you can't see as they are high above you. The grass is of a different hue due to less sunlight. The whole area feels very peaceful.
Hey, kid. Well, Radomir, would you look at this nice young man?
Yep. Fan of nature he is. Good conservationalist.
You hand the pine cone to Cardagas.
Wow, my word! Have you ever seen anything so pretty?
Never!
Well, time to do what it's time to do.
Cardagas shoves the pine cone into his mouth and crunches.
Oh, so good.
Hey, you said you would share.
I forgot.
Oh.
Deal's a deal, kid. We'll let you through now. We can have a sleep and get this pine growing. Try not to disturb us for a few years.
There's a small stream here. You take a swig of water from this little stream. It tastes of dirt slightly, but otherwise it's quite refreshing. You've come to a nice little place just outside the 99-acre woods. You can see the chasm where the great river Silmerwind runs down, heading towards the bridge. The water rushes gracefully between the two walls of the chasm here.
Mr. Rowan, I'm glad you could meet me. Sorry about the change of venue. I'm being watched too closely to continue going into town.
Look, what's going on here? Looks like you got a dead family, a lost jewel, a group of cultist types looking for it, and you're part of that weird Moroi cult? You got some fessing up to do. I don't care how good you look.
Ah, so you do find me pleasing?
Yeah, who wouldn't? But that's not the point here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell you want.
Okay, pretensions aside, I'm not really Moroi. I'm a member of the Order of the Sentai.
Oh, great.
No, look, we are a peaceful group who only look to serve humanity.
Serve us how? Like in a stew? You're a bunch of cannibals?
No, we seek peace and knowledge. Jarvis Killington, in his boredom of wealth, took something from us that was very important and very dangerous. As you can see, it wiped out almost the whole family.
If this gem was so dangerous, how come you guys never came to retrieve it before?
It was at rest in Jarvis' tomb. It was too dangerous to transport home at the time. We felt it was safe and protected there. Then the Moroi came, and we knew Uatar had knowledge of the gem and would persevere in his mission to obtain it.
Utar? What the hell kind of name is that?
The Moroi leaders all take a form of Tar. It's the accursed deity they worship.
That sounds like a noise you make during sex.
Not a noise I'd make.
Good to know. Anyway, this Utar guy.
His real name was Richard before he ran away from our temple. See, he too was once Sentai, but our power leanings of neutrality didn't sit well with him. Which is why he's here, seeking the power of the Eye of Yaga.
Yeah. This is all well and good. But how the hell is this my problem?
It's not. Which is why we are prepared to pay you. I cannot look for it. They're already too suspicious of me, which is why we couldn't meet in town. There are eyes in that town that I don't want seeing us together.
I want to be seen everywhere with you.
No mind, we will pay you quite handsomely if you can track down the eye. We know it's in the crypt, as our man buried it there 50 years ago. But he's hidden the pieces to the crest and the key that opened the crypt.
I could break in. I've no qualms with that.
Huh, I bet. but it's magically enchanted. If you try, it would burn you alive, starting with your manhood.
Are you serious? That's grim.
Yeah, it makes a show so others won't try.
Harsh security.
Indeed. Anyway, find the pieces of the crest and the key, get the eye, and get it to me. We can leave the valley together. I can get you out of here undetected and safely.
How can you guarantee safe passage?
We are powerful masters of disguise, magic, and stealth, among other talents. You help us, we help you.
You know, maybe I don't want to help you out now. I might be better off just taking my chances and waiting until the bridge is repaired.
I didn't want to have to do this, Mr. Rowan, but I will if I must. I must recover this gem now, and I need your help. I have a raven ready to go to Rayford.
She hands you a sheet of paper.
I can send the raven off at any moment.
Well, I guess you have me by the short and curlies, don't you?
I don't want it like this. I want to help you as much as you help us.
Sure.
As a measure of good faith, here is a necklace. It bears the symbol of the Sentai.
Oh, great.
It's also pure gold and diamonds.
I suppose I could wear it a bit.
This will also help you find one of the pieces. One is linked to the Sentai directly. This necklace will guide you and show you how to find what you need. Come and meet me here when you've recovered the gem. Remember not to touch the gem with your bare hands. Bad things may happen.
Bad things?
It's hard to say, but I don't want to risk it with you. This gem has destroyed an entire family, and it needs to go home where we can protect it. You've already found the last scion, and you have the letter from the Sentai priest. Go find the pieces. Is there anything else you'd like to ask me before I return to the fortress? We are an order of monks and enlightened scholars from a city to the north known as Jandar. Our order helps maintain the peace, honor, and tranquility throughout the city. Jandar is truly a sight to behold. Our technological wonders are the envy of the world and are sought by those who would seek to enslave it. However, we maintain the peace. You must come visit our city someday. They are a loathsome bunch, as is their god Tar. They perform unspeakable acts in the name of gaining power. They pretend to ignore the moral compass by believing that the mortal flesh is useless and that Tar will give them a new form in death. I am a monk of the Order of the Sentai. I have been since birth. I was born to the Order and I have faithfully served them my whole life. I know it must seem tedious, but I know it is the best life I could have lived. Wearing this costume has been an experience for sure. I knew the greedy men of the Moroi would lech over its design. For men who claim to forsake the body of mortality, they sure do indulge in the pleasures of the flesh when they can. The Eye of Yaga is much more than what it seems to be. Jarvis Killington had no idea what he stole. He only believed it to be valuable and a source of power. It ultimately caused his ruin. Like I said before, do not touch it with your bare hands. It must be carried in a container. Yes, anything made of heavy metal will do. This is for your own safety and protection. I do not believe Jarvis was a savage man, only misguided. Stealing the gem was probably the act of a bored rich man. It is a shame that such a prank caused him and his family so much pain. Oh, him? Oh, poor Richard. Always looking for more power. Studied magic and the dark arts for a time, though I hear he was an awful enchanter. I know he was hurt and possibly disfigured in a spell gone wrong years ago. We all need help sometimes, don't we? I am too high profile with the Moroi right now. You have nowhere to go and nothing to lose. It's that kind of man one can count on, especially when you have the means to pay him.
I can't argue with that. I was only curious. This whole thing seems bigger than a knave like me.
Every knave has his day. Make sure you wear it in your travels. It will help you find the resting place of the Sentai monk who hid the Eye of Yaga. I am not quite sure where they are, but I know there is someone in this valley who knows. I have not located them yet, and I cannot spend the time hunting, so this falls to you. I can say that I'm quite sure that one of them would be buried with the Sentai priest who took them and hid them. Finding his burial cairn may be tricky. Wearing the necklace I gave you should aid you in this quest. The Sentai priest would have hid it somewhere in the valley, but he would have marked where. Probably near water, honestly. We derive power and safety from that element.
I'm just gonna say this. I wanna be on you.
I should slap you.
Yes, you should. Hey, wait a second. How will I know how to use the necklace to find this piece?
You'll know.
I'll know. Sure. Right. Great.
An old column from some structure still stands over here. You are at the foothill of a small mountain on the northern border of the Valley of Krasna. The great river runs behind the mountain, and an old fortress sits on top. These stairs climb up the side of the mountain and towards the arches in the distance. This is some kind of magic force field. Don't ask me how it works, but it keeps your ass out from beyond the arches. You notice the intricate runes here. They look like they can be moved. You stumble through the forest until you crash out here, apparently on a road. You could feel something was amiss when you got here. You prepare for combat.
Found it.
You have a feeling of pride surge within you at your victory. Nice job. Searching the corpse reveals some blighs, which you pocket. The door is locked. Taking out your thieves' kit, you attempt to open the lock. Using your trusty thieves' kit, you're able to crack the lock and open the door. You're inside Brattle's meager little cabin. This guy brings a whole new meaning to Spartan living. He doesn't have much, except some laundry. Whew, it stinks in here. You can barely take it. Do something, and quick! You spray some of this awful perfume in the room. It starts to smell better. You know, like a half-dead hooker as opposed to a whole-dead one. You spray some of this awful perfume in the room. This is a little chest of drawers. Honestly, you're a bit afraid of what might be in here. You open a drawer to the dresser, and the smell of fish hits you like a punch in the nose. You almost vomit a bit in the drawer, but you manage to hold it back. Quickly looking through the drawer, you find 15 blighs which you pocket. You brave bastard! Being more prepared for the smell of rank clothing, you're able to fully search the drawer more. You find 300 blighs tucked away in a little old tobacco pouch. You've really exhausted all the money in this drawer, and you don't want to smell it again. That is one pathetic potted plant. Why mess with the plant? Leave the pathetic thing alone. You pick up the rug, but find only dust. It's a water pitcher. You play around with it. Inside you find a max healing potion. Nice! You pick up the rug, but find only dust. It's a little mirror. Why Brattle would want to look at himself is beyond you, though. It's cracked, and as such, doesn't show off all your natural ruggedness. Brattle's bed looks comfy, but you're not about to sleep in it. It's Brattle's laundry. It's clean, but still smells like fish. This is an ugly little necklace. You wonder why Japsworth cared about it so much. There appears to be a small box on the end of the necklace. You spend a few minutes trying to fit one inside the other. It doesn't work. You examine the necklace more closely and see a small latch, which you flip open. Inside is a small key, which you take. You cannot combine those two items. It's a small yet fancy silver key which you got from the locket you appropriated from Japsworth. This looks like it could open some kind of storage or safety box. You enter the bank.
Hey, Milky. I got this key here.
I'm surprised someone like you could afford a safe deposit box. Ah, well, takes all kinds, I suppose.
Reaching below the counter, he takes out a safe deposit box, which he opens. Inside is a piece of the Killington family seal, which you take.
Thanks, man.
No problem, cobber.
What's a cobber?
Crikey! It's a word from me home down south of here. Means friend.
Sure.
He gets closer.
Yes, of course. This is just what we want.
I just hope he can do it. I don't want to have to try.
Don't worry. We'd never trust you with that.
What happens then when he does find it?
Leave that to me. I have him just where we need him. He'll be of further use to us. Trust me.
And then I have my way.
Yes, of course. But for now, stay the course.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Of course I do. This is for the benefit of everyone. Just remember that.
Yes, for the greater good. Of course.
As you begin to speak, the town drunk decides it's time to leave.